folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and welcome to Look Back, where I take a look at reviews I did a year, 5 years, and 10 years ago, and tell you what I think about those games now. So starting with a year ago, I unfortunately played a lot of bad kids games this week. Well, first was just a bad game in general, Game Night in a Can. This is just... It's so little effort went into the making of this game. You literally just pull something out of a game, a can, a card, and they make up some little game. Not worth your time. Isadore is a game with your kids. Again, I think it's a kids game where you move around this board, collect resources. It is so obvious and so lucky, so boring. I was so not impressed with it. Kids Go Wild. Again, another game that felt like so little effort went into it. Move around the board, do crazy things, and it's kind of like it was spitballed and designed in 30 minutes. The Floor is Lava. This one I'm dropping it even from my original rating, which isn't, it's not like a big deal here, but the components for this game are so bad. And it's a game in which kids are basically supposed to step on things on the floor without stepping on the floor is lava. Fun theme, fun game in essence, but just, the fun idea, as we were kids playing it. This game, though, doesn't bring that to life at all. All right, can we get better than that? Yeah, we can. So Mint Delivery. Now, this isn't as good as the first one. Mintworks was this great little worker placement game. This is a little delivery game. It's not bad. It's okay. It follows that same whole small little thing in a mint can thing. I just liked Mintworks so much more than this one. So Smash Up, I took a look at the bigger, geekier box for Smash Up, which was kind of weird because I already had the big geeky box. But hey, this is bigger. It had the dividers. You can put everything in it. It came with a faction. If you didn't have the other box, it was worth getting for sure. Coral Reef. This is a good kids game, putting puzzles together, then trying to find things on these things. It was a little disorienting because the puzzles don't necessarily match as you put them together, but a fun game for kids. Symphony Number 9. I really like the theming of this game as you're trying to be a patron to different famous classical composers and then get people to come and listen to their concerts. The theme's a little thin, but I still liked it, and it's a good game. Pantone. This is a party game. I actually would have given this a much higher rating. I just didn't think there was enough stuff in the box as a party game. You're going to run out pretty quickly, but it's fun where you just use swaths, Pantone swaths, to try to create a picture and have other people guess what it is. So they're essentially guessing based on colors. Founders of Gloomhaven. This is a big, heavy game that has nothing to do with Gloomhaven other than the name. You're building the city of Gloomhaven. It is an extremely involved, thinky tile placement game. There's a ton going on in this game. This is not for everybody. I enjoyed it, but even then, I'm like, I don't know how often I'm going to play this one. Tower of Madness is the other extreme. It's silly nonsense. It's kerplunk, but with a Cthulhu theme on top of it. As you pull these things out and you want marbles to fall and you don't want the marbles of madness to fall. Then we have Newton. Newton is going up for me, and I wouldn't be surprised if it keeps going up as the years go by. It is definitely a game that is just a point salad style game where you are going to be playing cards in your turn to move different pawns in areas, and each area, whatever you do, is going to give you points various ways, but it all comes together so satisfyingly, and if it's point salad, it's a delicious one for sure. Then we have Smash Up. Oops, You Did It Again, which has cowboys, finally, a really good set of factions that people voted on. And then War Chest. War Chest, what a solid 2 or 4 player game. But War Chest is an abstract strategy game with poker chips that you're going to use to move around and try to control points on the board, but you're also pulling them from a bag. Just an incredibly solid game. Highly recommend it. 5 years ago, well, I didn't review anything 5 years ago. We were working on some post-Gen Con stuff. But 10 years ago, well, first of all, there was Bridge Troll. This is a little card game from Alf Siegert. I think this is one of 2 troll games he made. This one is just kind of forgettable. It's not a bad game, but I had to go read the thing just to figure out how it played. It's been so long. Looting London, same thing. This is a game from Reiner Knizia, which was in the Eagle Griffin little small box line, a line that I had loved up until this point when they started pumping out very mediocre games. Looting London is one of those. On the other hand, Alhambra, which continues to go up every time I think about it, a classic game won the Spiel des Jahres, a game in which there's 4 different currencies, which makes no thematic sense, but who cares? And you try to pay for tiles exactly and build a little town in front of you. And 10 years ago, I took a look at all the Alhambra expansions that there was at that point. The Alhambra Big Box, which came with 25 or 20 mini expansions. Me and Melody, we played every single one, and we rated them all from 1 to 20 as to which expansions were our favorites. Then we have Ink and Gold. Ink and Gold, just a great game. What can I say? Push your luck. It is 10 years strong now, and it is a game that I still like bringing to the table. Kids at Carcassonne. This is another one that's gone up because it's such a solid kids game. It's better for little kids, but in Carcassonne you match tiles. In this game, the tiles are going to match no matter what you do. It's where you place your big meeples that works well, and it gives kids some choice without being too overwhelming. And then Word on the Street, another game that this one's long out of print. If you can find it, it's such a great game. A party game for teams, team versus team, and you think of letters and you think of a word that has as many letters as possible in a particular subject, and then you pull the letters towards you, tug of war from the different letters. Just a solid game. So those are the reviews I did a year, 5 years, and 10 years ago. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching Look Back on the Dice Tower.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.